Oh my God, look at those. All right. Welcome back, welcome in. You have found us once again. Shoot the Gap, the rabbit hole fantasy football focus show spanning the generation gap to the 20s and 40s. I am your humble MC, Brian D'Amico Baldwin. And it's my pleasure to introduce to you Connor. We got Marshall. How you doing, Connor?
What's up, y'all? Getting my carb up. Trying to pump up.
Oh, jeez. God, he's definitely the top gun of the show.
We all have our marks to hit.
Yes, you'll notice that Brock is in here. I performed with Brock this past weekend. We had 3 shows in 3 nights. I have a little bit more of a relaxing schedule than he does, so he wasn't able to take a break when he came back. So now he is kind of worn thin a little. So we're gonna let him recharge a little bit. Then he'll be back next week, promise you. But this is now the 69th show, June 29th, in this hopeful year of our Lord, and we have a great show for you today. So we are going to discuss the news and the rumors, and then we're going to do a mock, draft, live, that's right, It's time for another live mock draft to help you guys and gals out, form your strategy, and to get a great start to the upcoming fantasy year. And, but first, before we do that, it's time for...
No canoes is good canoes. No canoes is good canoes. If you ain't got any rules. If you ain't got any canoes. Ha!
Yeah! Of course, when you hear the wonderful, delicious, incredible voice of Gary Gnu, you know it's time for the news. Yeah, so let's go start off with thank you for the memories moment. Demaryius Thomas has announced his retirement after, I believe it's 10 years of service. He was an explosive wide receiver back in the Peyton Manning years in Denver, and he also played for the Texans and Jets. Connor, real fast, what's your favorite Demaryius Thomas moment?
Whenever he caught that touchdown in overtime against the Pittsburgh Steelers. I had that ready.
Yeah, I can't fact check that. Sure, yeah, sounds good.
No, that's when Tim Tebow threw him that pass.
Oh, Tebow did? All right, there you go. All right. So, obviously, Connor's a Tebow fan. All right, that's fantastic. You know,
he's my favorite, the most talented quarterback to ever take a kneel in the NFL.
Okay. All right. Well, you know, there's always pluses and every minus, you know. Okay, so, you know, so on the mock draft, I'm really contemplating if I should do third or if I should go back lower. Since you're on the 5th, I'm wondering if I should go back low since you're already kind of on the top, you know. We're only 2 picks away from each other.
I mean, we could have fun with it. We could do 5 and 6. We could do 4 and 5. You could go, I mean, how many spots are open right now?
All of them.
It's just us?
So, yeah, let me do 6. I like that idea. Let's do 5 and 6, so that way you snipe me and I snipe you.
6 is a good spot, bro. Yeah, this will be good for the people.
Wait, okay.
Wait, yeah. No.
Well, I mean, if you feel more comfortable,
I had a silly idea. I was gonna say since it's the 69th show, we should do 6 and 9.
Let's do that.
Okay.
Let's do that. Let's do that. You like if you want to go? Well, I'll go 9. How about that? You go 6 since you're already right there anyway. So you do that.
Friend.
Yeah. You're already there. So there you go. All right. So because it's a 60, I like that. So 69 show. So he's doing 6 and I'm doing 9. He's in the draft. Okay, that sounded better in my head. Okay, moving on. Kyle Pitts signed his rookie contract. So of course that's just news just to tell you that, of course, that guy's going to be awesome. Or do you still think he's going to be awesome, Connor, or do you think you have your reservations, man?
I think he's going to be awesome, but I think he's going to be NFL awesome, not fantasy football awesome.
Okay. All right. Is that because he's not going to score any touchdowns?
No, just because historically it does take a year or two for tight ends to kind of, you know, grow. That is a position where right out the gate, I mean, who knows? Maybe he's the outlier. He does have outlier statistics. I don't think he's going to really be worth, I mean, he's going in like the 7th round right now, right?
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah, man. I mean, you can get other guys at about the same price, and I think they're going to do better.
Okay, all right. I'm starting to come over to the other side of Kyle Pitts. I'm really starting to. I'm really starting to, especially if you look at the, like you said, the draft price, 7. So by then you already got your starting wide receivers. You already got your presumably your running backs. Maybe you got your quarterback. I mean, you're in a pretty good spot. It's a pretty good spot to take a shot on somebody like that. But anyway, so. But it's a rookie, so anytime you take a shot on a rookie, you're you're taking a shot. So it's all on how you feel. All right. Cleveland Browns defensive end Jadeveon Clowney appeared to be at full speed in minicamp, which is an impressive feat considering he underwent repair surgery for a torn meniscus in his left knee 6 months ago. So I ask you, Connor, will the 1-2 combination punch of Myles Garrett and Clowney make the Cleveland D a sleeper D?
I do think they're a sleeper D, yeah.
Oh yeah. I mean, they're currently
I like
either
the Browns D.
Okay, because they're normally either going like around the 14th or 15th, or not at all.
That sounds like a great value, man.
Yeah, here's something weird. Whenever I was doing a little bit of research, that they play the Cardinals once, because I always look to see any defense that I'm looking to draft. I always look to see if they play the Cardinals, and I look to see if they play Kansas City, and I look to see if they play the Ravens. So they play the Cardinals once. And check this out, they played the Ravens twice, but it's back-to-back. One on November 28th in Baltimore, and then 12-12 in Cleveland.
Those are going to be entertaining games then.
Yeah. But if you have the Cleveland D, it's you're like, dang it. Every time.
Have a stream ready, guys. Have a stream ready.
Yeah. Probably. Whoever's playing against Houston is probably who should stream.
Yep.
Those weeks. Yeah.
Yep.
All right. So Mike Girardi of NFL.com reports Patriots quarterback Mac Jones is impressing in camp and could challenge for Cam Newton's starting role during training camp. All right. I mean, I have some other things I could run down on this, but dude, that's basically. I mean, he's impressing. The feeling was that Newton struggled. Due to being in a new system and lack of talent, but that's not the case anymore with Aguilar and Jonnu Smith.
Well, I mean,
and
maybe lack of talent on Cam Newton's end.
There we go. So what do you think? I know we don't have the Swami with us, but let's do our best impression.
We don't have the Swami, but we have the gut, and the gut thinks that Mac Jones is going to be the guy by the end of the year. I don't see him. I don't see him spending that much draft capital on him if they're not gonna, use him.
I wasn't gonna ask it by the end of the year. That's easy, dude. You don't need to have it. I mean, I could say that. I'm an amigo. I'm not the gut. Okay, that's lukewarm take at best.
I guess
beginning of the season.
I guess it really
beginning
depends.
of the season.
Beginning of the season. Like first game.
Yes, first snap. Yes, in the razor.
No, I think they're going to have Cam Newton start. What's going to happen is they're going to let Cam Newton fail, and then they're going to bring Mac Jones in. That's what I foresee happening.
Okay, well, so that's probably within the first month then, you're saying, right?
I mean, we could be talking anywhere from the first snap of the game to maybe the third snap of the game,
Oh yeah. I got you, dude. I got you from first to third.
There's a lot of rain.
See, there you go. That's the gut, man. That's hot take. Not this by the end of the year. Oh my God, what kind of mess is that? All right, man. Trey Sermon could be the lead running back in a high-powered San Francisco offense, according to Nick Wagner of ESPN. Sermon has impressed with pass-catching abilities in minicamp, and with Jeff Wilson and Raheem Mostert already nursing knee injuries. That leaves Sermon and Wade Gallman. So the question is, Connor, what does the gut say, Gallman or Sermon?
Okay. I'm getting an urgent message from the gut right now because I forgot that Gallman was on the Niners. They're doing that Shanahan 4 running back stable bullshit. I'm off on the Niners. There's not going to be a bell cow. They're going to do the same thing they always do.
Okay, but let's say go ahead and go with what I'm alluding to. Raheem Mostert and Wilson are out because of knee injuries. Gallman or Sermon, because now you only have 2.
Well, theoretically, I would say go with Gallman, but this is me personally. I get too much anxiety because once I find a guy that I think I can depend on, I want to be able to depend on them. This would probably be like a stream type situation. I don't think it would be something where
Answer the freaking question, damn it. Gallman or Sermon? My God, I'm tired of being nice to you. Gallman, okay, all right, okay.
No, but what I'm trying to say, I'm trying to make sure the fans know that they shouldn't trust on these guys to give them results week in and week out. I think this once again would be a stream situation because Raheem's probably going to miss a couple games. Wilson's probably going to miss a couple games, but they're going to be back in for. You see what I'm trying to say?
I got you, man. You got to get him at the right moment, at that right time around week 8, week 9, when everybody's hurting. Those guys are pumping.
Or week 4. I have a feeling someone's going to be injured at week 4.
Okay. Would it take 2 or 3 injuries for you to stream one of them?
I would like 2 of them to be injured before I try streaming one of them. But you know that hasn't stopped guys before from producing.
Oh yeah, of course not. Of course not.
You know, I like the odds more.
All right. Okay, and so let's see here. Let me see where we're at. Right now we are at
6
on the
minutes.
waiting room. Yeah, 4 minutes. I'm showing 4 minutes, man. Update that thing. Yeah.
Mine says 6 and it's ticking, man.
It says 4. It says 4 minutes. Yeah. I'm at
Okay, well, let me refresh it.
Yeah, I just refreshed mine. Oh, now it's down to 2. Holy mackerel!
Holy
I shouldn't
shit.
have refreshed it.
Yeah, come on, man.
Okay.
It said I'll see your 4 and I'll raise you 2.
Okay, I want to jump to this real quick. I have 2 Jacksonville Jaguars bit of info, and I'm curious to ask you which is going to have the biggest impact. Which of these little tidbits I have about Jags are going to have the biggest impact fantasy wise? LaVisca Chenault Jr. looked like he was the best offensive player in minicamp, according to beat writer Michael Duraco, and he showed flashes of his elite talent. That's the first bit. The second one is James Robinson is expected to be heavily involved and will see most, if not all, the goal line work, according to beat writer Tony Smith. Robinson is projected to be the early down back, with Travis Etienne being the third down and pass catching back. Which one of those bits of information is going to have the biggest fantasy impact?
It could be the second one because James Robinson getting all the goal line touches, that could really keep Etienne from being an RB1. That could keep him kind of on the Kareem Hunt, RB2.
I 100% see this as the poor man's Nick Chubb, Kareem Hunt. Yes, absolutely. Yeah. Great comparison.
With that being said, I still want to draft Etienne because we are in PPR, and I do think that the mind meld between him and Lawrence is there, and I like that. That's what I'm targeting in fantasy.
Yeah, I'd be happy with Robinson also, though. With knowing that, because Robinson is still, a very talented back and a strong runner.
Well, yeah, but that's also something that a beat writer said. It's not even like the coach came out and said it,
Yeah, but the coaches, they're setting it up where Etienne will also be on the field along with Robinson. Is that a plus in Etienne's side or Robinson's side? That means that Etienne's going to be more of a receiver, and Robinson will be more of the running back, so he might go. All right, yeah. So basically, while we were talking, looks like the draft is loading. So now, let's see here. Actually, oh no, there's draft video chat now. Holy mackerel! I don't want to do no draft video chat with people.
I feel like they got rid of the chatting because of all the smack that we would talk.
Yeah, well, I think that's for whenever the live draft is actually happening. But yeah, I will be with you. I will agree with you 100%. I was very relieved when I found out that the chatting was not there anymore. Because anytime I would chat or draft, somebody would start talking. I remember this one. It was like, I don't know, man, 2 a.m. or some weird time, and it was just me and this other dude, and the guy was egging me on to try to get me to talk. He was kind of like you. I mean, it just like, then he started getting personal. Started, you're a coward. Started screaming all this stuff. I'm like, dude, why would I even want to talk to you at this point? Because all the stuff you're saying, man. And I never got anything fruitful out of that. It was always, what's up, fam? You picked a kicker, and all this stuff, It never really was able to share any information that bonded people together. So I'm one of the people that are just happy that that's not there anymore. So right now we have about a minute and a half before the draft starts. So we have, again, just a review, Connor is at 6. And I am at 9. I do have more information or more things we can talk about. One thing I wanted to ask you real quick. I guess while we have a minute, let's just go and talk this out real quick. The Pittsburgh Steelers, they cut their right guard, David DeCastro, right? Mm-hmm. But then they turned around, they signed 5-time Pro Bowler, former Los Angeles Clipper, right guard, Trey Turner.
I mean Charger.
Okay. Yeah. So, what do you think, dude? I mean, does that help out Najee Harris, or what do you think, dude?
I mean, they lost 2 other guards, so I'm still not very keen on the Pittsburgh situation.
Yeah.
I personally would be looking elsewhere. That's just me. I know I'm a little less keen. Hello? You there, Brian? Brian? Motherfucker. Action.
Mark, yeah, Ing, yeah, Bird, yeah.
So we had a little bit of a hiccup, so I decided to jump in with, start off with something kind of funny. We had a little internet thing happen, what we're going to do is we're going to jump into the first 4 rounds went through on the draft, so we're going to go and just talk about it real quick, but we'll catch you up real fast. I will go ahead and I will do that. Let me just jump to the... Okay, here we go. Going from the top, we went Christian McCaffrey, Dalvin Cook, Saquon Barkley, Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry, and Connor throwing a little wild card, which I think is a good idea, to show everybody, because you think about it. It's a high score. That's what you want round 1. So you picked Patrick Mahomes. Then that was 6, and then 7th pick was Alvin Kamara, Ezekiel Elliott, and then it came up to me, and I picked Nick Chubb. Number 10 picked Tyreek Hill. Turned around, picked Stephon Diggs, and then it was my turn. I picked D-Hop. Wanted to secure that wide receiver spot there, and then went Aaron Jones. After that, then Travis Kelce, Cam Akers, George Kittle, then your Devontae Adams, and hang on, Cam Akers, that was taken by Connor. Yeah, Connor. So Connor has, at this point, he has Mahomes, and he has Akers. How do you feel at that point, dude? Just let me tell you right now. Ask you right now. We're looking at Cam Akers and Pat Mahomes, just looking at it without, whatever. And what do you think, dude? And what do you think about just those 2 right now?
I mean, it's not bad. It's not like I got bad players with my picks.
I agree.
You know what?
I agree.
I'm gonna turn around here, and I'm gonna be a little cute.
Okay.
I'm gonna get my boy Marc Andrews.
Really?
In the 5th round. Yes, sir.
Really? So Marc Andrews is your target, huh?
I wanted to be cute. I want to do the Lamar Jackson Marc Andrews stack again this year, if I can.
Okay. All right. Well, I can see the path. Well, yeah. This is a guy I just can't pass up in the 5th round right now is Kareem Hunt. Okay.
Nice. Good
I can't pick him. I can't quit that man. I just can't quit him. Yeah. So
as they say in Brokeback Mountain, I wish I could quit you.
Is that where that came from?
Yeah.
Yeah, totally kidding. Yeah. No, dude, actually, that's a good movie. All right, that really is a good movie, man. It really is, dude.
It's got a couple of good actors in it. That's for damn sure.
Yeah. Absolutely. Well, in one at least, I'm not a Jake Gyllenhaal guy, you know. So
I think he's more attractive than his sister.
Yikes! All right, now it's sixth round comes to me, and I have more faith in this guy than Connor does. So, but I'm going to go ahead and pick him, which is the tight end, Kyle Pitts. All right,
That's
so
what, the 6th round.
Correct, sixth round. Yeah. So, but let me while you
Fuck.
see. Okay, well, no, not that, and you're not going to be doing that. We were at the second round last time. We mentioned. Go ahead, Connor. You're up on 6th pick.
Mm-hmm.
What you looking at? Go ahead.
I think I'm gonna get my guy, Mr.
Oh, yeah?
ATN.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, it's a good spot. Good spot to get him. Yeah. Okay, so we're on. Let me go back to recapping. So at the top of the round 3, it was Antonio Gibson, and then Joe Mixon, J.K. Dobbins, Josh Allen, then Justin Jefferson, and then Connor picked Allen Robinson over Calvin Ridley, which is what's the deal there, dude? Why did you pick Robinson over Ridley? Ridley's kind of the flavor of the month.
That is true, but Robinson is more talented, in my opinion.
Okay, and you're not worried about the Dalton or was it Fields? Yeah.
It won't be as bad as Trubisky, that's for damn sure.
Good point. And yeah, Robinson did produce them. That's a very good point.
That's what I'm saying. Like if he
valid point.
If he can produce for you in fantasy and that, he's golden.
Well, I can tell you one thing that really bothers me about Allen Robinson. That's what bothers me. Okay, Matt Nagy, you got that? That's what bothers me.
More like Matt Saggy.
Yeah, so it's difficult for me to be like, So I always look at the Bears with a little bit, any of the Bears players with my eyebrow raised because I'm a little concerned about that. But then after Ridley was Miles Sanders. Then rounding out the third was me. In the third round, I picked Najee Harris because I haven't seen him fall that far before, and so I got excited and I abandoned my plan and went and grabbed Najee Harris. Then after him was Terry McLaurin. Then the top of the fourth was Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And then I chose my second pick. The second pick in the fourth round was Keenan Allen. And then it was Michael Thomas. And then DeAndre Swift. And then it came up to Connor's pick. And Connor picked Mike Evans. And then it was Chris Carson, Darren Waller, Amari Cooper, Godwin. And the last pick of the fourth round was Josh Jacobs. And now, my friends, y'all are caught up, I believe. Yeah, or let me just do the fifth round just to make sure. Lamar Jackson was at the top of the fifth, then DJ Moore, and Kyler Murray, Robert Woods, and then Julio Jones, and then from that point on, because then that Connor picked Marc Andrews. And all right, now I think we're up. Oh, Connor just drafted. Who'd you get, Connor?
Courtland Sutton.
Courtland Sutton. All right.
Sutton in the 7th seems like a value to me.
Out of the wide receivers, yeah, I think I might be looking towards the wide receivers. Let me see what. Yeah, because I have 3 running backs, so I need to grab a wide receiver. Oh, I'm on the clock. Holy mackerel! Do. Ga-dunk. You know what?
I know who you're getting. I know who you're getting.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go for this guy. Yeah. I'm gonna have to go for him.
The hair bear.
Yeah. No.
Shit.
Yeah.
It's only perfect that with the 69th pick you snipe one of my guys.
Oh,
all's fair in love and war, my friend.
Oh yeah, and look who then I come around. Then I come around on the 8th,
and motherfucker, yeah.
And I get the hair bear. Look at that. Look at that. Love me.
Look at it. I want all of you to look at it. Well,
love it.
This isn't the worst thing in the world because it looks like I'm actually gonna get my guy in the 8th.
Yeah, who's that?
Oh, you know.
Well, I'm about to.
Let me just say that love hurts.
Oh, okay. Okay, you're going to get oh, really? So on the board is Tom Brady, Matthew Stafford, and Ryan Tannehill, and you chose Jalen over those guys?
What's the rule we have for fantasy when it comes to quarterbacks?
Was it runners? Is that what you wanted?
You want the runners. And one of the things I love about Hurts is the games I saw last year. Excuse me. He's not afraid to fucking lower the shoulder to get the first down. Now, for longevity, that's terrible, but for fantasy, it's awesome.
Well, yeah. I mean, he's what? Okay. Well, I mean, and you always traditionally go two quarterbacks anyway, so you're going to be backing that guy up, and at that point, when you're looking at QB2 and you have a QB1 like that, I think you're going to be good. I think, yeah. I mean, I can't. I would go Tom Brady, mainly because of just the connection and and his witchiness, as you put it.
Tom Brady knows that if you want to be the best quarterback, you have to work hard and cast a spell.
Cast a spell. Well, let me see here. I'm looking right now. So I have 1, 2, 3 wide receivers, and then I have 3 running backs. Okay. All right. I'm just looking at right now what I'm doing is I'm assessing where I'm at because we're at the middle part of the draft, and this is where literally drafts are won and lost right here in the mid part of the draft. And so that's why I'm looking to see what exactly is available and what my needs are. There's one guy I have a plan on what to do, or let me see if that guy. Yeah, I think somebody picked. Yeah, a guy that I wanted to talk about, which was Williams. In fact, he just got picked from Denver. There's been a lot of reports about he might actually take over as the RB1 over Gordon, but here we're in June. We're the last part of June, so who knows?
This is true.
So okay, you're coming up, Connor. 9th round, this is mid part of the draft.
Oh gosh.
What you're looking for? This is what you're looking for. Now,
I'm gonna be a little, some people might classify this as kind of a pre-jack, but I know who has 2 picks in between me. So I'm gonna go ahead and
okay. Who'd you get?
Go ahead and get my guy, Devonta Smith.
Devonta Smith. Okay. All right.
I think he's gonna be the best rookie wide receiver this year.
I think he's gonna be up there. If I don't get sniped, I think I'm gonna grab the guy that I think is going to be the.
Ooh, I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, right there, Jamar Chase. Yeah, I think he's going to be one of the guys that are going to be pretty incredible as far as from his output. Because you were talking about I don't know. Did you talk about this before on the show? Yeah, I think you did. You were talking about ETN. That's right. We were talking about James Robinson, and you're saying the connection between ETN and Trevor Lawrence is pretty strong. I feel the same way about the connection between Jamar Chase and Burrows. Even though they're a year removed, I still think that they have a connection, and that guy is just so fast. He's just amazing. So I think he's going to be incredible. Round 10, I went ahead and went high because these guys were there. Pittsburgh, I love Pittsburgh's defense. They don't really play. They play the Ravens, but I can handle the Ravens because they don't. They have a defense. I think is a set it and forget it defense. And I love the fact that their bye week is a week. Their bye week is a week 7, so it's in the middle. So I kind of like that instead of being a week 13, or because that's going to be tough to have those week 13 buys, either the beginning of the playoffs or the play-in game. So. Here we go, Connor. Round 10.
Well, what you looking for? Speaking of Pittsburgh and forgetting things, never forget that Ben Roethlisberger's a rapist. Okay, so I'm up now with my next pick. Who am I going to get? There's some guys on the board. There's nothing I like. Mm-hmm. There's nothing I like.
Yeah, that running back pool looks pretty nasty.
But you know what I'm going to do? I'm gonna take a shot on a guy who's probably not going to be anything, but he might be something. And that is Hollywood Brown.
Ooh, okay. That is okay. That's some kind of a shot. Yeah. Oh my God.
It's a dart throw.
Yeah, dude. I'm looking here at these at all these. Oh, I know. Okay, I don't think. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. There's a lot of. This is a weird draft. This is a weird draft. Yeah. I mean, there's not that many wide receivers that kind of stand out. There's there's running backs. The running backs are pretty much picked clean. I mean, you're looking at Gus Edwards, Tony Pollard, Devin Singletary, James Conner, Latavius Murray, Naheem Hines, Darrell Henderson. I mean, these are the top one. Those are the top ones that, at least as far as ADP, that are available. So this is where it gets a little tight. So I see you can start picking up. This is really good whenever this is where you start shining if you do zero RB, because this is where you start going. Let me ask you, Connor, if you're doing zero RB, which running backs would you get? Because you're trying to base on the main guy getting hurt. That's right. Is that the whole concept behind zero RB? So
yeah.
Of those guys that are there, which one would you say has the most chance of the most playing time? Yeah, chance of most playing time in the event that somebody gets hurt.
Man, two guys, ironically, that stand out to me right away are going to be Naeem Hines.
Yeah.
And
Latavius
Murray.
Yeah, or Gus Edwards.
Or
Gus
the Bus.
He's
always a good option. I mean, Tony Pollard.
Yeah, Tony Pollard. Well, again, Tony Pollard is being used more and more. So. But we also saw whenever Zeke went out, that he really he did the best he could with what he had. But at that point, the offensive line was in shambles. It was actually a mash unit, So they actually were, and of course, the QBs, the QB was not good, So. Yeah, he was in a bad situation. So at some point, you have to take the data that you have on Dallas from last year and kind of put it out the window. All right, so round 11, what you looking at, man?
Fuck, dude.
Wow.
There's nothing that I like here. It's like I feel bad because I don't want to buy high on stuff, but I don't like any of this stuff.
Okay. Let's see here. I was looking at your team to see if, but your team looks pretty good. So I can see what you're talking about.
I know what I'm gonna do actually.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna take another flyer.
Okay.
Actually, you know what? I know what I'm gonna do.
What are you going to do? You're going to shoot. Oh, Joe Burrow? Okay. Okay, that's good. Well, yeah, 11 around. Yeah, that's about a good spot for him. Yeah, so yeah, you got to be can't be too upset about that. Yeah, it's a good pick. Good pick. Let me see who else was on the board. Oh, jeez. Wow. You just Matthew Stafford, Matt Ryan. I can't believe that Tom Brady's still there. I really can't believe. Oh, there you go. As soon as I said that, bam, yeah, right, bam, he got taken right as soon as I said that. But that was an auto draft, so who knows if they really loved that guy or what was going on with those people there. So here I am staring at round 11. I think I'm going to follow. Connor's thought process. I'm going to go quarterback and pick up Matt Stafford.
Nice.
I just want to take a shot on him. Have him as a nice backup. And also, one thing I need to look at, and we'll see if. Now that I'm thinking about it, I'm going to probably get sniped. But I need to. I have Kyle Pitts as my tight end, right? Which is fantastic, right? That would make a lot of people like, hey, that's some good stuff, right? But I think I need to get a backup.
I agree.
That will probably that I think is going to produce, and something that will will produce. Thinking at the beginning of the year. And since Connor's in my my draft, and I know he loves Jared Cook, I'm not going to touch Jared Cook because I'm looking okay. But I'm going to go with Gronk. I'm going to go with the guy that Connor looks like, which is Gronk.
It's true, especially when I shave my head.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it's some might call it unnerving.
There might be I do like to party and I am loud, so it might be that all white boys that look like us just have a rude ancestor.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there you go, dude. There you go. Whatever. Okay. Okay. All right. So here you coming up, Connor. Round 12. Who are you thinking?
Fuck. Okay, I can't not give this guy a shot because he's still
It better be who I'm thinking of. It better be who I'm looking at right now.
I'm pretty sure we're thinking about the same guy.
Hope so. Who'd you get?
Gesicki.
Oh, Gesicki.
Yeah.
Interesting. Okay.
Who did you think?
Oh, I thought you were going to go a completely different direction, like defense.
Oh.
Defense, because San Fran was sitting there. Yeah.
That's a good theory, but I wanna test the theory of how low can Cleveland go.
How low can you go?
How low can you go?
Mm-hmm.
Let's hope I don't brown my pants in the process. You know what I mean?
Okay. And I know that as far as I think, let me take a look at your team here. So right now you have Patrick Mahomes, Allen Robinson, Mike Evans, Cam Akers, Travis Etienne as your RB2, Marc Andrews, Courtland Sutton as your flex, and then Jalen Hurts, Devonta Smith, who will probably actually end up being your flex, Marquise Brown, and then Joe Burrow, Mike Gesicki, and let's see here. I think, you don't have a defense or a kicker yet. Yeah, and I'm sitting at, well, go ahead and read mine off. Yeah, so because nobody wants to just hear me talk the whole time.
Yeah, let me pull up the Amigos team. So we got Hair Bear at quarterback, D-Hop. We got Keenan Allen. So I actually really like this. We got the Hair Bear Allen stack. We got Chubb and Najee Harris. He's got Kyle Pitts. Now this is the one thing I'll be honest. I don't like this. He has Chubb and he has Kareem Hunt in the flex. But that's okay. I'm assuming that you did that as security more than anything. You'd probably run either Robbie or Jamar in the flex, but who knows? And then he's got
well, let me ask you. If you had Kareem Hunt, okay, and let's say that if you had the running back stall that you have right now, okay, and you had Kareem Hunt also, would you put him in the flex?
If I had the team that I had, yes, I would put Kareem Hunt in.
Okay, but even though you have Nick Chubb, right, or even though Nick Chubb is out there scoring his points, you think that Kareem Hunt's going to score enough to be a flex worthy, correct?
I understand the theory. It's a good theory, but it's a conservative defensive-esque theory, if you will, because you're saying I don't want to lose out on Kareem Hunt's points. But what I'm saying is, Robbie Anderson and Jamar, they're gonna have that higher ceiling. So I would, me and Brian differ a little bit. I usually go for the most points possible I can get. Brian's just trying to get enough points to win.
No, in this situation, I'd probably put Jamar Chase in the flex.
Oh, okay. So I was right. You were just giving me shit.
Yeah, don't get that twisted. Yeah. By the way, it's round 13 you're picking right now. So why don't you go ahead and say something real quick?
So I'm gonna fuck.
Man, you've been saying that word a lot today, man. That's kind of like in your mind.
Well, I'm mad because my draft got fucked up from the beginning with taking Mahomes in the first round.
Yeah, well, yeah, you know what? I know what you're talking about. I know exactly what you're saying, but you have somebody who's guaranteed to give you at least 30 points. And if you look at the new league that I formed, you get all these different bonuses for like 300 yards, I think, or 350. Yeah, so
this will be awesome in that league.
Yes, yeah. So I mean, he is actually worthy of a first round pick in that particular draft. Yeah. So round 13. All right, here I am. So I'm going to go ahead and go with my favorite kicker, the one that I love, which is Mr. Sanders, Jason Sanders. So that's the guy that I am going with. But now we're coming to the end. You know, we're closing stuff down now. Now you're starting to go for stuff that you think are going to, like zero running back. You know, you're talking about like if Latavius Murray might be a guy. But I'm going to pick somebody round 14 that I think is actually going to be able to produce at the beginning. I mean, how much? I don't know. But I think it'll be enough to at least keep an eye on, especially since his counterpart is known to get injured, which is Jamal Williams. That's who I'm choosing from Detroit Lions. Yeah. So, continue. Actually, you're up. You're up, Connor. At 14. What are you looking at, man?
Well, at this point, I really don't have that much of an option because I only have the one more bench spot, and I need a kicker. So let's see. Is there any kicker that's just too good to pass? Okay, there kind of is. Will Lutz is there. I don't know how Will Lutz is there.
Yeah, that's one.
Yeah,
and you also Sly is always there, man.
Sly is always there, but I mean Lutz is a good one. But
I agree.
I'm gonna give Sly a break, so hopefully people don't start drafting him, and that doesn't mess up the value. So looking back, I feel like the only real mistake I made on this draft was I shouldn't have drafted Marquise Brown. Because that pick is sitting pretty bad with me the more I look at it.
Dude, I love you, dude.
Yeah, it's easily the worst pick.
Yeah, there's a lot. I mean, they have Watkins now. They got that new rookie they just drafted. I mean, yeah, Hollywood isn't shown to be much Hollywood. Yeah, maybe he's like before talkies Hollywood or something.
I think the thing that everyone should have realized was that when Antonio Brown had a smaller cousin that weighed less than him that came into the NFL, it was like, you know what, maybe he's too small because Antonio Brown's kind of short as it is.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Did I mention he's short?
Well, Antonio Brown's a lot of things. Okay, we can agree to that.
He's definitely not short of controversy.
That's correct on that. So yeah, Will Lutz as your kicker in Cleveland defense they have a bye week 13. So check to see who's Houston's playing and pick them up. Maybe you should do that right now. You know, like on your 15th pick, find out who Houston's playing and pick up that defense. You know, have that just sitting there. If you could do that. If you can.
You can't. What I would do is I would research that, drop Marquise Brown immediately after the draft. Then pick that defense up.
Yeah. Well, or just pick something else. Yeah, I think Marquise Brown would be, there's value in that spot, dude, because now you have that one spot that you can hold on to, see what happens with Marquise Brown. And then also keep an eye out to see who pops, who's the James Robinson, so to speak, of this year. You know, so you have that because you're not in love with any of your picks. Like where I'm at right now, I'm in love with everybody I've chosen. You know, so it would be difficult for me to drop somebody. You know, to go after the James Robinson. You know, of the league or whatever like that. You know, so yeah.
Yeah, I would be in love. I mean, obviously, my favorite pick that you did, of course, is my boy, D-Hop.
Yeah, I got two of your boys.
You got two of my boys, bro. You got D-Hop and Robbie.
Yeah, I sure did. Sure did.
They're on the just to show how much of my boys they are. They're on my dream team sheet of paper that I go off of whenever I play.
Well, Mr. Dream Team, you're on the clock at
speaking
last
of the guy
pick of the
that's
draft.
on the Dream Team for the last pick in the draft, Jared Cook.
Jared Cook, yeah. I left him. I left him for you, dude, because I knew you like that. But my last pick of the draft, I'm going to go with a rookie wide receiver because this is what you do, and this is a guy that's getting a lot of praise right now. And if you really think about it, if you really think about it, this is going to be a guy that nobody's going to be looking at. And nobody's going to really want to draft unless you have like a 12 team, maybe 12 team. Definitely if you have a 14, which is Mr. Elijah Moore. Yeah, from the wide receiver for the New York Jets.
Oh, he's getting cute, guys. He's getting gangrene.
Dude, I'm telling you. I've been reading. Zach Wilson also, man, QB. He's got an arm on him, man. He shoots bombs.
He also
Elijah
has special
Moore
underwear on him.
is an elite player, so he has elite skills, and I think I think Elijah Moore. I think that's gonna be the James Robinson of this year. To be honest with you, I think that's gonna be the guy that nobody's gonna really pay attention to. Then, like after the first game, it's gonna be like, oh well, they played this team. Oh, then the next week, oh well, they played this team, and the whole time the guy's just gonna be killing it. So he's worth it. He cost me nothing. Cost me absolutely nothing. My last pick of the draft. So, okay. So let's go ahead and talk about Connor's team. Okay, so I'll go and repeat again. Patrick Mahomes, Allen Robinson, Mike Evans, which I like Mike Evans. I've already covered the Allen Robinson Yaki Sacks thing. Cam Akers. Oh my gosh, Cam Akers, dude. That is a guy that is like, man, the closer I'm getting to the draft, the more and more that I like that guy. In fact, I was trying to choose. At one moment, I was trying to pick between Hopkins and Akers, and what really skewed it was that I had Chubb, and so I was like, okay, well, I probably should get an elite wide receiver while they're still there. So, yeah, I like Cam Akers. Travis Etienne, that is your running back 2, but let's go ahead and I'm just going to jump the route real quick to see what other. Dude, that's your only running back. Oh my gosh, you probably should have gotten a running back.
Now you know why I said fuck so many times.
Okay, yeah.
Like running backs.
Yeah, dude. We're going into battle with only 2 running backs, and one being a rookie for a I'm Okay, all right. But let's keep going. Marc Andrews, love that pick, of course. Tight end. I'm starting to like value tight ends higher and higher the more I'm starting to do mock drafts like that. Jalen Hurts is your backup QB. Let me say that again. Jalen Hurts is your backup QB, so you could probably get yourself a good running back with that guy.
Yeah.
Devonta Smith. All right, dude. Love that pick. I think he's going to do really well. Plus, you kind of got the stack working right there, so that's pretty cool. We've already talked about Brown. Joe Burrow. Your third quarterback he chose. Okay, so so that way you could probably go ahead and deal one of those guys. Might be a little QB heavy, especially since you need a running back, but that's okay. Mike Gesicki, and maybe that's why you're able to go running back heavy, because you didn't do or QB heavy, excuse me, because you didn't do running back. Then you have Mike Gesicki, tight end, and then you have Jared Cook. What? Yeah, 3 tight end. All right, dude. Yeah,
this wasn't my best draft.
No, okay. And then you have Will Lutz in Cleveland. Yeah, but all right, Cleveland defense. Okay, go ahead. Talk about mine, man. Talk about mine.
The Amigo coming in hot. I gotta use my vintage voice. So we got the Hair Bear. We got D-Hop. We got Keenan Allen. So we got the Herbert and Allen stack. I like it. We got the Chubb and Hunt stack making up the RB1 in the flex. We got Najee Harris coming in at RB2. Kyle Pitts. So we got a couple of rookies in the starting lineup. This is, definitely, as Arnold would say, it's ballsy. And I like it. We have Jamar Chase in the bench. We have Matthew Stafford, Gronk, Jamal Williams. Okay. Now, I think that all of the picks that I've said so far are great, but I got to give you a little shit for Jamal Williams, especially because I feel like my draft was bad, so this makes me feel a little better picking on one of your guys. I know that you have your reasons for, but Detroit is one of the it was in the 6th round?
14th. Sir. 14th round. That's what you're beating me up for.
I
14th
apologize.
round.
I apologize.
Yeah.
I retract my statement. You know what? I don't retract my statement. Fuck the Lions. And,
keep going.
Speaking
of
guys, okay, so your first and last, your 14th and 15th pick, Jamal Williams, Elijah Moore. Obviously, we're throwing dart throws at that point. Then we got Jason Sanders, good kicker. Pittsburgh D, very good D. Very good D.
You love that D, don't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I was really...
Speaking of things I love, so you know how I Will Lutz, right?
Mm-hmm.
Voldemort!
Mm-hmm. Got it. Yeah, perfect. Good job. Good job. But like we said, there might be another Voldemort forming in Jacksonville. We don't know just yet, but there might be. But yeah, man, I was super psyched about my draft, about getting Herbert and Hopkins and Allen and dude and Chubb and Harris. Holy mackerel! I was really excited about that. I haven't seen Harris fall that far in a very long time, so I was pretty excited about that. Make sure if you're watching on YouTube to go ahead and comment. Let us know, who do you think had the better draft? Was it my awesome, incredible draft, or was it that thing that you stepped in, which could be known as Connor's draft? So but of course, since we mentioned YouTube, Connor, if they were entertained by two generational beefheads bantering about, sir, what should they do?
They should like the video, and they should subscribe to the channel.
Awesome. And, of course, we'd like to thank the supporters of the show. So why don't you go ahead and start it off, Connor?
I got to brag on Sports Hosts. It's a really cool app, and they're still kind of building things from the ground up. So if you want to be in on the next big thing, it's a real nice group of guys. They'd love to have you, and it's a place where you can probably build a little following. Everyone on there is very nice. They all like each other's stuff. It's a place to network. They got everything. They got football, soccer. I know the Euro Cup's going on right now. They got baseball, basketball, playoffs. They have MLG, Major League Gaming on there. Pretty much everything you could ask for and more. Sports Host. Download in the link below.
Sweet, man. Let me ask you, dude, where can you find shows like Andrew B's Vocal Sounds, The Business Knowledge Broker Show, The Soul Brothers Show, What's on Your Mind with Aunt Boogie, Blame It on the Boogie, Shoot the Gap, and the new sports show, Drive Time Sports with Charlie and Brian? Where can you find that, my brother?
You can find all of this on the Pride of Sunnyside's very own high-volume music radio. Brian, if it ain't loud enough.
Oh man, come on, dude.
Did I fuck it up?
If it ain't high volume.
Motherfucker, if it ain't high volume.
There, it ain't loud enough. There we go. Yeah, man. So yeah, the Pride of Sunnyside. Let's say it together, man. The Pride of Sunnyside. Yeah, man. So I know how much you love plugs. You love those butt plugs. Book plugs. Sorry.
No. I'm not from Dallas. People from Dallas like butt plugs.
No, book plugs. I'm sorry. You like those book plugs. Book plugs. That's what you like. Plug your book, man.
Look at this book plug. Okay, so
yeah.
2020 was a rough year for us all. I know that we all started the same way. Smoking weed and playing video games, hoping for tomorrow to come, but it never did. And, I decided to write a book. So I wrote a book about my good friend. His name is Alvin Jackson. Now, sadly, he did die of COVID, but he taught me a lot of important lessons, and you can read all about him in the book. If you have an Audible or a Kindle account, the book is free to download right now. It's available exclusively as an ebook. The guy was a football player, mentalist, DJ, and he was also a card counter. A lot of interesting stuff from that book, a lot of stories. He met Trump. Read all about it in the link below.
Sweet. Now that is a book plug. Good job, dude. Good job, man. You really know how to work those plugs, man. Yeah. So, and of course, if you guys are watching, make sure on Thursday, this Thursday coming up, tune in to highvolumemusicradio.com. You'll be able to see my new show, or hear my new show, I should say, Drive Time Sports with Charlie and Brian. So make sure and check that out. All right. So on behalf of Connor, the God Marshall, and me, your humble MC, Brian the Amigo Baldwin, we want to thank you for watching and listening, and we hope that this year is a damn sight better than the last. Let's go and hit some parting shots, my brother. Go ahead. What's your parting shot?
So I talked to you about this a little bit. I think I talked to you about this last year, Brian, that there's a ceiling to how much time you can spend on fantasy football before it starts having a negative effect on the results that you're playing in. And what I mean by that is there's only so much information. At the end of the day, I'm just a man. The Amigo is just a man, and we don't really know what's going to happen. So you don't want to put too much faith into what the talking heads are saying. Stay loose, stay comfortable. You should really only be spending about an hour or two of reading a day at most. Of course, you should be checking for news updates and stuff, but just don't get too obsessed with it.
I am on the other side. Yeah. Okay, yeah. I mean, I watch a lot of podcasts and listen to a lot of podcasts, and then I also do a lot of drafts because what I'm forming is I'm forming different approaches to make sure that I have it all set. So if it doesn't go how my preferred approach goes, I know exactly how to move around. So that's what I'm doing. Last year, the previous, I was, I guess this is my parting shot. Okay, yeah, so last year, the previous time, I had it set like, first round this, second round this, so third round, you had to get this particular position. Now I'm starting to form different strategies to have it laid out, so in the event of stuff start happening, I know how to move and I know how to be Bamboo. All right, man. So again, if you enjoyed listening to us, or please make sure to like or subscribe. And Connor, help me out, dude. Okay, help me out with this, brother. You did so good last time. Remember, everyone, in fantasy football, as in life,
don't dream it, be it.
Yeah. Uh-oh. Yeah. Hey, here we go. Yeah. Gotta get that in there.
That's what she said.
Yeah.